I'm Oral Hershiser, and I am on Blue Review. Hey, this is Sean Green. You're watching the Blue Review.
Bam, 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 bam. Ring. Pew, 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 pew,
Hey,
pew.
lasers
Lasers are for winners.
Lasers are for winners. The Dodgers a winner last night in damn near record time yesterday. A game that flew by. Welcome to the Blue Review presented by LAX. I'm Marcas Grant. That is Greg Bergman. Had to be nice. You got to maybe nod off a little bit early last night, Greg, because the Dodgers just blew through one with the Rays.
It was beautiful. 1 hour and 52 minutes. The shortest game since 1992, which crazy that there was a game that was under 2 hours in 1992. But I got to get into bed earlier. I was able to shave my beard. It was just all of it. You can do so many things at 9 o'clock when the game is over. It was beautiful, beautiful, and especially with the win.
Yeah, I mean, with a win, it was great. Because the game ended, and I was able to turn over just to catch the start of the late World Cup game last night. I think I missed just the first 2 or 3 minutes of it because the Dodgers went so quickly. 1-0, the final score. The sum total of the offense: a leadoff home run in the bottom of the sixth inning by Shohei Ohtani on the very first pitch of the sixth inning. So we'll get into that and more. But first, as always, want to let you know that the Blue Review is powered by LAX. What does it take to build a champion? Well, at LAX, it takes round-the-clock testing. Skylink is being perfected right now to connect you to the airport, the new rental car center, and the metro in under 10 minutes. For more information, visit lawa.org/ESPN. So, yeah, Shohei was the offense. I don't know how much we want to say. I mean, it was, right?
That was. I mean, they had 6 hits. They didn't walk, no walks. So my whole thing getting between 10 and 15 guys on base, that did not happen, obviously, but it didn't happen for the Rays either. And there, over and over again, Joe Davis and Eric Karros were talking about how Shohei Ohtani doesn't have a hit against Drew Rasmussen. He was before the game, he was 0 for 6 with 5 strikeouts, and then he struck out again, and then he got out again, and then on the first pitch, and it was not only that, Marcus, so he had no hits against Drew Rasmussen, and also that Drew Rasmussen is the best at getting the leadoff batter out of an inning.
Yeah.
And it all came together because it happens all the time with the announcer jinxes, I guess, that what they say happens is never happens, will happen.
Yeah, I mean, literally the first pitch of the inning, he hammers it to center field, and that was all she wrote for offense last night. I mean, look, Rasmussen gave up the home run, but other than that, he was amazing. He's been really good for at least a month or so lately, just getting into the seventh inning consistently, not giving up a lot of hits. I think I heard at some point that over his last, I think, 4 or 5 starts, the strikeout to walk ratio was 25-1, which is insane. He was really, really good last night. He just made one mistake to a guy that you can't make a mistake to.
yeah, that's the wrong guy. So Drew Rasmussen had been really, really good, and he showed that he was really. They had chances early on. They had guys on base. They were moving. They had runs in the first inning. Double play, because that's what happens with the Dodgers. They granted double plays. They had a runner on first and third with 1 out, and double play for Mookie Betts, where that was a ball that went to third base, and that was double play to third.
Yeah, they switched it up. That was kind of nice instead of just a second or short.
Yeah, it wasn't a normal 6-4-3 double play, you know. So it was nice to see that. I'm not nice to see. They had guys on base. He was close to 40 pitches through 2 innings, and then just settled, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, Drew Rasmussen was fantastic last night. I mean, so hat tip to him on the way he shut down the Dodger offense, as you mentioned. No walks for the Dodgers in the ball game. Rasmussen had 7 strikeouts. Cam Boozer, not to be confused with the guy who's probably going to be drafted fairly high this year, coming up in a couple of weeks, came in and pitched a scoreless inning as well. But as good as they were, They were not as good as Justin Robleski last night, who
Yeah.
continues to just be really incredible to watch. 6 innings, 6 shutout innings, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks for Justin Robleski. And Greg, it just looks like he's getting more comfortable and more confident in the starter role. I mean, it was something that I won't say was thrust into at the start of the year, but he was able to get into the rotation, a place that we hadn't seen him really consistently at all. And every time he takes the ball, he just looks better and better out there.
Yeah, over and over again, he looks a bit. So he was struggling in June. He was great the first couple months of the season, and June was his ERA was just inflated because what we talk about all the time with Robleski is that he pitches the contact, doesn't get a lot of swing and miss. He got swing and miss a ton yesterday, but also he was dealing. He was moving. He could have gone 7 innings, 8 innings, and possibly even a complete game, but because he was only at 65 pitches, 67 pitches through that 6 inning. But because of his last outing where he went 80 pitches, which was 4 days ago, and had to leave where he got hit, the ball hit him in the thigh, so he had to leave the game. They had him on a pitch count of 65 pitches, and he went to 67. So, but he could have gone longer because that's how great he's looking. But you're right. He is, every time he goes out there, he goes out there with confidence that he's going to get guys out, whether it's from contact or he's going to strike them out. And he feels like he was also throwing a different pitch than he normally does. He was throwing a sinker a lot over and over again, opposed to just the fastball, just the slider. So he's also incorporating new pitches. I just am really impressed with what Justin Robleski has done this entire year.
Yeah, no, he's been really incredible, and it was a thing that I think Joe Davis was mentioning this last night. Maybe it was the night before on the ESPN broadcast, but talking about sort of how this team has gone this year in the sense that, yeah, obviously they're winning games, they're playing well. They are sitting, well, actually at the moment, I believe they have the official best record in the National League. They have the most wins in the National League. They do have a couple more losses than the Braves, but that it hasn't been, maybe an overwhelming offense the way people would have expected. The bullpen has been really good for most of the season. Forget the last month or so, not even last month, last couple of weeks, I guess, kind of moved out of your mind. In that you've gotten the great starting pitching, which isn't a surprise, right? When you're running out Yamamoto and ideally Snell and Glass now, and Shohei Ohtani, it's the guys who have been giving you great starts that maybe is a little bit of a surprise. That Robleski has been fantastic. That Roki Sasaki has really started to step up and pitch well. That even for the ups and downs, Emmett Sheehan still generally leaves you in a position to win ball games. So, you expect big performances from the guys at the top of the rotation. But, Greg, it's been the guys at the back end of the rotation who really have done a remarkable job and maybe I won't say haven't gotten the credit, but are sort of the unsung heroes, because I don't know that anybody outside of Dodger fans really knows who, like, Justin Robleski is. Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing to watch the back part of this bullpen. Which, if I am any other team in the National League, or I guess in the American League, that concerns me because they're winning and they're getting great starting pitching from guys that we're just supposed to kind of be there and keep them afloat. Um, Blake Snell's coming back, right? Tyler Glass now, we're pretty sure, is coming back. We're pretty sure he's coming back uh, at some point, right? And that's not even to say anything of the fact that Brock Stewart is close to add to your bullpen help. That Evan Phillips, I think, pitched a scoreless inning in the minors yesterday or the day before, so he's getting close to coming back. Edwin Diaz, hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to be back sometime after the All-Star break. So, I mean, uh, this Death Star is not yet fully operational, And yet here they are with 47 wins, 20 games over 500, and 9 games up over the Padres in the National League West. This great news for us. It feels like bad news for everybody else. Indeed. So I'm seeing the chat says they can't hear you. I don't know if you're muted, if you muted your mic on accident or
No. So what happened? I don't know if Tim can help me. I accidentally closed the room out and then came back in. Can you hear me now?
aha. Okay. Can we hear Greg now? He
How about now?
he's a really great point. All right,
Okay.
he's making for the chat. He was making some really excellent points about
Oh.
how the Dodgers are the best in all three phases. That they're great at pitching, they're really good at offense, they're good at defense. Trust me, it was really, really good stuff.
Yeah, I'll condense it for you. The Dodgers are not. No, there's no team is supposed to be the best at all three phases of the game. The Dodgers are the best offensive team, best average on base percentage, slugging percentage, OPS. They are the second best fielding percentage team behind the Padres, 0.992 to 0.990. They've also have the best opponent batting average against them for the pitching staff. They have the lowest whip of any team in baseball, and they have given up the least amount of hits in all of baseball. You're not supposed to be the best at all three things.
No, but they are right now.
They are,
Which,
and it's
and
wonderful.
again, and they're doing it without being at full strength, which gets us to the fact Tommy Edman is now back. We didn't see him last night. I would imagine we will see him tonight in the series finale, but that's just one more really important piece to this team that not only, obviously brings back a nice bat and a nice glove, but Greg, it gives them a lot of positional flexibility because we know, look, chances are we'll see Edman mostly in the infield, but in a pinch, he can play the outfield for you too. It's nice to see guys starting to come back and get healthy again.
Yeah, the fact that you're 20? Is it 20 games above 500 at this
Yep.
point now?
Mhm.
So 20 games above 500 now, and you're still bringing dudes back that were major parts of your team. Tommy Edman coming back, being like, yeah, of course, just a Tommy Edman coming back. He was just the NLCS MVP in 2024. Don't worry about that guy. There's another guy that can just come in and just slot in as one of the best, a really good player. So yeah, it's great to see Tommy Edman come back. I'm excited to see what he can do. It's when he's healthy, having somebody at the bottom of the lineup. You were talking about it, I think, yesterday with Bruce Kuhns about being in that 9 spot, and as a switch hitter too, it doesn't allow for teams to pick an arm to go lefty or righty because they know that they have a lefty coming up at the top of the order in Shohei. It changes how guys, you can't pick and choose, and it just helps so much. And he's just he's a guy that gets on base. Has speed. He's a smart baseball player, and he's great defensively. Having Tommy Edman back is going to be fantastic to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be really good to get him back in there. I know that yesterday Bruce was saying that, and he's probably right. It's likely a platoon, at least in the short term, with Alex Freeland because the Dodgers don't necessarily like to have Freeland hit against left-handed pitching. So that's something that you can do with Edman. So I would think that on days that the left-hander starts, then you're for sure going to see Edman start. I'm very curious kind of what the long term is with Edman. Obviously with Kike Hernandez down, that sort of gives him some more opportunity, but I think you're going to see him probably playing less. It also makes me wonder, Greg, what happens with Miguel Rojas? Not that he's going anywhere, but I would think with Edman back, with Freeland there, then Rojas really is sort of limited to just maybe kind of pinch hit or platoon duty. Just kind of starts every so often at this point.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. But then also Rojas is, he's a little bit of an older player. Want him ready to go for at the end of the season. I think it's you and Edmund. They're going to ease Edmund back in. He's not going to play every day. Yeah. He's going to play only 3-4 times a week. So and maybe it's giving Max Muncy a day off at the same time. Keep getting Freeland or Rojas a little bit of extra time to still keep them fresh and active. Because if Freeland's not going to play close to every day, should he really be up with this team? Should you send him down to the minors because of get him as many at bats as possible? I don't know if that helps him in any sense, but Edmund going with the 3-4 and him playing second, third, and left field. You give Max Muncy a day off. You give, I guess Alex Call or Ryan Ward a day off, and he kind of just floats around a little bit in that utility role for a bit and allow Freeland to just be the second baseman. It's going to be interesting how they utilize it, especially early on.
Yeah, especially early on. I thought it was funny last night during the broadcast, Joe Davis mentioning that, when Freeland came up this most recent time, that the Dodgers told him, hey, it's going to be kind of a few-week thing. We're just waiting for Tommy Edman to come back. And, then pretty much immediately Kike Hernandez gets hurt.
Right.
And then Joe Davis saying, somehow I don't think Freeland did the math because he just automatically assumed that when Edman came back that he was going to be the guy sit down, not expecting that it was going to be instead Santiago Espinal, who ends up getting DFA'd. But he's like, he was pleasantly surprised that he got to stick around for a little bit in Los Angeles. So, other thing I want to talk about is Mookie Betts, in the sense that, we gave him a tough time, and I'm sure he feels awful about what happened over the weekend with the perfect game. But man, can we give him a gold glove already at shortstop? I know he booted one in a big situation in the perfect game situation, but watching him on a daily basis and the plays he makes over at shortstop has been just so much fun to watch. A guy who was a great right fielder has really made himself into an elite level shortstop defensively.
I know he's been unbelievable to watch. The plays that he makes, and when he had a diving play that he missed, and I was like, I'm surprised that he missed this. Nope, I don't think anybody could have gotten it. Bobby Witt probably could have gotten into it. Maybe it could have possibly, but it was a play that you're like, wow, I'm actually surprised you didn't get your glove on that ball. And also, he had a play that he was basically behind Max Muncy at third and still got it out, the guy out at home. At first, it's amazing. because athletes are athletes no matter what they do. It's like the guy that goes out on the golf course says, so what do? You kind of you swing this club at that little ball and gets it 350 yards. This is fun. That's the type of guy that he is. So, it's pretty amazing. I think you're right that Mookie Betts is as good as he is at shortstop, and he needs to be appreciated.
Yeah, he's just been phenomenal. You talk about the plays he makes, like play behind Max Muncy. And that's the thing that I've noticed about him, too, is that those plays going to his right, where he's going away from first base, he's gotten so good at those backhand stabs. And I sort of marvel at the arm strength, too, the arm strength and the accuracy, because I do remember when he first started playing shortstop consistently, those throws were a little erratic to first base, and he would give Freddie Freeman a little bit of a workout, but he has gotten so much more accurate too, throwing to first base. And, every once in a while, because a good first baseman has to, Freddie will kind of bail somebody out because that's part of the job. But I just, as somebody who gets really excited about really good middle infield play, it's fun, Greg, watching the infield that many are saying is the best middle infield in all of baseball.
This is my favorite bit from you. It's been all year too. It's not something that you stick to it. I'm so proud of it. That all the best middle infield in baseball. Some are saying best. Many are saying. Some are saying best in baseball. It's constantly going with that. But you're 100% right. It's a great point. Last year, when he started, this was really starting as the everyday shortstop. There was a lot of balls in the dirt that Freddie had to pick. That wasn't just an easy transition for him to have that arm strength. He worked on it all offseason. it's very rarely a ball in the dirt now. And that's a testament to him, his work ethic. Maybe it has something to do with Sensei. I don't know. But, whatever he's doing, it is a testament to the hard work that he's putting in to build up his arm strength to not have those balls in the dirt to Freddie.
Yeah, no, for sure. And if I could offer a suggestion to the Dodgers organization, because we know that Andrew Friedman is up at 6:30 every morning watching the Blue Review. Everybody is. So if I could offer this suggestion, look, I don't know what the future, what the plan is for Miguel Rojas. I know he has said repeatedly that he has every intention of remaining with the Dodger organization in some form. I'll just throw this out: roving infield instructor. Like, I don't know if he wants to travel, if he wants to go on the road, but I mean, just seeing the work he's done with Mookie Betts, right? Knowing how closely they've worked together and all the help and each of the little tips, and the fact that Mookie just takes something away from him every day. It feels like, why not have that be a part of the organization? Why not have Miguel Rojas work hands-on, right? And, again, I don't know if he wants to kind of have that sort of travel during the summer, if he wants to be away from the family or what have you. But, man, just to have that sort of wisdom and that sort of talent helping defensively up and down throughout the system would be absolutely incredible. So that's my 2 cents.
No, you're absolutely right. And Miggy Rojas is going to stay here as long as he wants to stay here. He's going to be with the organization. I mean, he was even talking about it when you guys were at the Hershiser event, that, he wants to be here. He wants to play. If they win another World Series, maybe
come back and play.
He may come back and play. But if not, he wants to be with the team. He wants to be whether a special advisor, a roving middle infielder, whatever you want to call him. As long as he's with the team, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think that's the important part, and I do love that. For a guy, especially for a guy who was here, didn't really have success, left, came back, and now has really been an integral part of what the Dodgers have done the last few years. It's great to see his desire and his interest in staying and being a part of this organization long term. Today, finale of the 3-game set. It is an afternoon game, so Greg, that means you get to go to bed early.
Yay, sleep.
So 12:10 first pitch time. Shohei Ohtani and his balloon-like 1.06 ERA.
That's what he is. He's a bum.
He's a bum. I don't know how you can start this guy. I just don't understand it. But he does get the start today for the Dodgers, going against Shane McClanahan. I believe Dave Roberts has said that Shohei will not hit just after the knee issue the other day, that he will pitch.
Oh, I thought he was going to.
At least yesterday I saw, unless they change, which is always possible. But that he's not necessarily expected to hit today. So I would guess that means, I don't know what that means as a DH, because Dalton Rushing probably catches.
Yeah, Dalton Rushing probably catches. Maybe they give the DH to Tommy Edman.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, maybe Edman DHs. Or you see Rushing, because I'm going to go on a limb and say Chucky Robinson. I mean, we love Chucky Robinson. He's not going to DH.
No, I was really hoping Chucky Robinson was going to be the hero last night. I put it in their group chat. I was like, Chucky Robinson's going to be the hero just because I wanted him to be.
I saw that, right? And then I'm like, is Greg ahead of me? Is his TV ahead of mine or something? So I was like waiting for something to happen. And he struck out.
Yeah, he struck out. And it wasn't even particularly good looking strikeout either. There was some bad swings in there. But I just wanted it. I wanted it for Chucky.
Yeah, I did too. So, I would guess it's going to be Rushing behind the plate. Probably, as you mentioned, Tommy Edman as the DH as he makes his debut for the 2026 season. So we will see about that. But either way, should be an interesting one as the Dodgers go for the sweep of the Rays before welcoming the Orioles to town over the weekend. Again, it's been a good stretch for the Dodgers against a group of teams that were very beatable, and they've taken advantage of it. I mean, God, remember, it wasn't that long ago, Greg, that the Dodgers, believe it or not, were in second place by half a game, and
still my favorite thing.
Like we're
in first place.
We're ready to hang a banner off the San Diego Convention Center, because of it.
And now, about a couple weeks later, 9 games back.
9 games back, and Manny Machado isn't hitting anywhere near his weight, and they still have to pay him for 7 more. So to pay him for 7 more years. So
it's like $280 million over the next 7 years. It's like $40 million a year. That's a bad contract for a bad guy.
Good luck. Good luck with that. Anyway, that'll do it for this edition of the Blue Review presented by LAX. Stick around for the Sedano and Cap Morning Extravaganza coming up right after us. Thanks to everybody in the chat, especially for letting us know about the muting situation. Thanks to Tim for production assistance. Tim, not your fault. Don't worry about it. It happens.
No, it was my fault.
So anyway, we'll be back with you tomorrow. For Greg, I'm Marcus. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 6:30 to 6:55 here on the ESPN LA YouTube channel.
See ya.